What up, Jay? Can you hear me?
What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka Six8Jay, coming to you on this Sunday. We call it Sunday Fun Day. It's 10:30. We're a little bit late, guys, but I got a good reason why. And I know you guys definitely know we got a lot going on right now with this move. I've got an installer that's here right now, and I've been kind of dealing with him on things hands-on, and you know sometimes things don't always go the way you want them to go with certain installs. So we're like tweaking things and moving things, and got to run back to the store for things and all that kind of stuff. So my apologies for being a little bit late. I look up and who do I see? Shane Sullivan. What's up, my brother? Hanging out with me. Anthony Wanner's in the house. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in, guys. We've got a great show, and we got a special guest on the show as well. And we're going to introduce that person in just a second. Let me, I was actually trying to do my Twitter alert. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I was going to kind of repost, let everybody know we're live since we're late, because I don't want everyone thinking that we just dished the live, which we didn't. So, let me, give me a second, guys. Let me do this real quick, and we'll get this show started. Give me 1 second. Sometimes things like this happen. I didn't have as much prep time as I want. We're live. We'll get some people the opportunity to join as well while I'm doing this here. Give me a second, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Sometimes things like, see, we're live. Let's go. With Six8Jay and guest Frankie, the man, legend. Okay, hold on a second. Let me post this real quick and then we'll be ready to go. Boom. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. Now everybody know that we're live and I didn't just ditch the show. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Let's refresh this, see if we're good to go. We got some family coming in here. What's up, sis? Liz in the house. I'm trying to get this. Okay, there we go. So we got that posted. Now we can go over here and redo this, and we should be good to go. And then we go over here and refresh. So a lot of times, I'm able to start the show and have all this done. But again, I got to install it here. We're trying to get some things done. And a lot of times when things don't get done, you have to start renegotiating. Hold on a second. Now we got to renegotiate the price and all that stuff. So I've been kind of doing all that this morning, and made me a little bit late. But we're here. We got it going. And we got my man, Frankie Legend, standing by. We're going to have him on in just a second, guys. Right now, the market, $1.4 trillion. What's going on? Isn't the 19th today supposed to be special? Huh? Like special? Where, but it's Sunday. That's why when they were like the 19th, I was like, well, hold on a second, it's Sunday. So we'll see what happens come tomorrow. Now, we do have some price movement, obviously. Not a whole lot where it's all excited like we're going to the moon and anything, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Bitcoin right now is at 36,764. We got Ethereum at 1976. What a great year that was. How was like, what, 6? Let me stop, 5. BNB at 245. We got XRP at 62 cents. Trying to get to 63. We'll see what happens. Solana is at 60 cents, up just a tad bit. The rest of the markets is pretty much where they're at, guys. I'm not going to get too much into into all the markets right now because everything to me kind of looks the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me give a quick disclosure. Remember that if you're joining for the first time, if you see this video later, nothing that we talk about in this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. My name is James, aka Six8Jay. I'm just documenting my journey in the evolution of money. That's right. And we're going to get right into our special guest. So what I got to do is I got to bring him on. And when I bring him on, I've got to, let's see here. I've got to make sure that I get him set up. So let's see if we got him set up first. Frankie Legend, are you there, my brother?
Hey, James, can you hear me?
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Good
Happy Sunday.
Oh, happy Sunday, my friend. Happy Sunday. Let me make sure I get you on full view here. Let's make sure this is all good on the video on my screen. Let me adjust everything for our amazing family here, and we'll give some shouts out to the fam bam. Let me see here. So what you doing on this Sunday, man? Any barbecuing or you just kind of hanging out chilling?
No, not barbecuing. Just doing a little research on crypto.
Okay.
Catching some YouTube videos, looking at the charts,
That's
watching football in the background.
well, hold on, man. Who's playing?
Cowboys and the Panthers right now.
Oh, my Cowboys. What? My boys are
Yeah.
playing?
I'm a Cowboys fan. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been a Cowboy since I was 9 years old.
Oh shit.
Yeah, since I
Yeah,
was
I didn't
9
know
years
that.
old. Yeah, Cowboys for life, man. Since I was 9 years old, brother. Actually wound up being a bet with one of my friend's dad, and so we wound up happening, man, and been a Cowboy ever since. Let me move the chat down so we can see our amazing family here speak. Hold on a second. Move this down a little bit so we can see them right behind my big old head. We'll move you. Got a couple adjustments that I would normally make. That's why typically when I have people come on, these are things that I would do prior to starting the show. But because, we got a little bit of a mishap, it's okay. Now I got you online. We're good. Let's go back to the full screen. So my brother, so you're watching the Cowboys. Who's winning right now?
Cowboys 7-0 right now.
Yeah, baby. Go
Looking
boys.
good. I think
Gotta love them boys.
they should roll.
Yeah.
They should roll over these guys.
Oh,
Shouldn't
man.
be too much of an issue.
Now, who are they playing?
Panthers.
Panthers. I don't know their record.
Carolina Panthers.
What are do you know what the record is?
They're like 1-8. 1-8.
Good
Bro,
Lord.
they're bad.
Look, if we lose to them, we deserve to get our butts knocked out for whatever
Yeah.
reason. Because what are we? We're like 6 and
3.
6 and
6
3.
and 3. Yeah.
6 and 3. Okay, there you go. Go Cowboys. Anthony Randall's in the house. Ness Forrest. Who's your favorite team? See, here's the funny thing. I'm a Cowboy diehard since I was 9. My wife is a diehard Raider fan. So if you think about who won that battle, just think about the fact that we're living in Vegas where her team is at, not in Dallas where my team is at. Dang it. So she got away on that one. That's okay. So anyways, guys, it's called Sunday FunDAY. We're going to be talking about a little bit of everything. Frankie, you've been doing some research. What you been researching, brother?
Just getting other people's perspectives on, charting potential projects to invest to, right now, there's still going to be other projects coming along. And, when the bull run starts in 2024, that people just, companies, investors, they launch that specifically for the bull run.
Yeah.
I mean, a good example of that was Gala, right? That came out the same year of the bull run, and you saw what it did, right? So, that's where you can get, 50 times your money, 40 times your money, 100 times if you get really lucky. I wasn't here for that. I came in mid bull run last time, so I'm trying to learn from what I experienced in the last bull run and apply that to this bull run.
That's funny. That's awesome. It's funny. You made some good points when it comes to coins and how they typically come out. And a lot of coins do that. You have coins that came out. They'll benefit from the massive pump that's going on. And then typically what happens, especially with like small cap or meme coins, they always seem to do good because people are always looking for that get rich quick. And when it comes down to half the time is who gets in it first. They'll have 5 or 6 or 7 zeros, and then people start dreaming, oh my God, if it just gets to 3 zeros, I'll be rich. And so that typically always happens. And then what happens is the reality kicks in when there's a pullback, and then that coin goes down. And now what happens is people think, well, it's going to get back there again. What a lot of people fail to realize, if that coin doesn't have a great use case or utility, it may not ever see a good pump in the bull run again, because what people tend to do is they move on, right? They move on. So they jump from one thing to the next thing. That's like someone saying, Pepe's down, but it's going to go back up again. Well, look, it might have some type of a pump, but I personally don't think Pepe's Shiba. I don't think Pepe's Doge. And so it just really all depends on what they're doing. And a lot of times what it is, Frankie, is what they do when they get that money in. So the money that they got as a company, and I'm sure they pull some off the table, what are they doing to expand partnerships or to continue with their different, propose, a lot of these guys come out and they go, oh, by this, Q1 we'll do this, and Q2 well, did you do that, or did you just pad your pockets? So that's when you start seeing companies like SafeMoon that have a pullback and they're gone, or Pet Bowl or Feg or whatever. Are people going to jump in and try to save gorillas again like Feg? And are they going to jump into Pet Bowl? Just all these little idiotic meme coins that come out. And, will they pump? Do they have a community? Yes. But I think a lot of that is people who are just full of hopium, and they thrive off that. They thrive off the person or the people or the supporters who are looking to get rich quick off of something like that because they feel like, well, I can't afford a Bitcoin, or I can't afford a, or they can afford a Ethereum, or they can afford a Polkadot or a Doge. But what people typically do is they get something what we call analysis paralysis, where they put so much thought into doing research. Well, this is where Doge used to be in Shiba. I need to catch one, because they realize if they get in now or they got in just a little while ago, they might have missed a boat. So you're right. People are looking for those pump coins. Me personally, I'm not. I mean, obviously you can do that, and depends on what your 70-20-10 strategy is. But for me now, because of, here's the thing, Frankie, and I'm gonna let you speak on that, is we're at a different time. I don't think we'll ever see a bull run like we're having now, because you've got way more adoption, you've got laws, you got regulatory, you don't got regulatory clarity, but now it's the process is starting. You got Congress and different governments' attention around the world. They're paying attention. They're trying to get clarity. There's lawsuits that are actually in the process right now. Some that have happened, like Ripple, where they're victorious and they continuously win. But I think right now it's probably one of the most realest moments in crypto ever. And so for me, because I realize that banks are paying attention, all these different companies are paying attention to how this can solve real world problems and things like that. Like what is VeChain doing with Walmart and all these different things. So for me, I'm looking at more utility tokens. Whereas I played that game, someone who's new, they might want to play that game. I don't want to play that game, even if I do miss some money, because now I'm trying to take down my risk. Because like I told you guys before, and I've told many people here, I did the 70-20-10 where I had so many coins and a percentage of those coins are gone. And you know when they left, when they went to crap, Frankie, is when the market pulled back. They looked great when the bull run was going, but as soon as the market pulled back, they found reasons to go out of business, or they found reasons to up the tax on taking off that, taking that money, or all of a sudden they jumped off of a platform. Oh, they were here with BitTrue or Binance, now they're not. So they find all these different reasons on why not to let people get their money out, so they can do, in my opinion, liquidity runs or so. Anyways, go ahead and speak on that, and maybe some of your strategies that you're doing right now.
Yeah, so like I said, just trying to learn, from the last bull run. Obviously, being in early, I dreamt about being in a bear market because just the opportunity that exists, right? I think you're doing a great job in opening people's eyes to it and exposing them to crypto. We've talked about how, we've had conversations with friends and family members, and they just, they don't get it, which is fine. And I think that's why we gravitate towards fallow people who are in love with crypto and see the possibilities and see the future. But one of the things I wanted to do this go around is just kind of not fall into the hype in the market, because there's mass marketing campaigns that happen in the bull run, and they will have you believing, this coin is the next Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP. At the end of the day, the top 20, 30, 50, it shuffles out so much. You've seen some coins kind of stay in there, and those are kind of like your blue chips, right? So, you would want to, I mean, for me personally, how I do it, not financial advice, but you want to have like your blue chips, and then you want to have some newer projects that have the strong fundamentals, that have the good, the strong chart, or, if you believe in the project enough, eventually the fundamentals will win out, right? So, technical analysis does play a part of it. So you always want to pay attention to that. But at the end of the day, it's all probabilities. It's nothing's for certain.
Exactly. And people trade crap coins. Like I remember when I was taking trading courses in my early days, me and JC, I know JC's not here right now, but a lot of times those little small caps, man, those are the ones that made the big gains, because they would jump so crazy, right? And as long as you had your stop losses in place and things like that, you can make crazy profits. So I do agree that, and kind of what you're saying right now, what you really just said right now is you define the 70-20-10. 70 being the large caps, 20 being the mid-size, and 10% being maybe only 10% of your money that you're investing, where you could take that gamble on maybe a new Shiba, right? Because think about it, if you put $100 in Shiba in 2019 or 2020, you'd be freaking worth millions in the last, when it went up. So off $100, right? And so I get it. And the problem is, again, for me, is I think for me now I know better, and I'm trying to minimize my risk and minimize, because again, I don't, we're all family here, and I tell people all the time, and I got a lot of love for y'all, and I wish somebody would have told me half the things that I'm telling you guys right now, because I didn't have that. I didn't have a
Yep.
6AJ. You know what I had when I got in this market, Frankie? I had a whole bunch of damn shillers. I had people who were swearing behind coins. I mean, there's guys out there like Run Guys, and these guys they'll get out there and talk about Clifford the Big Red Dog coin. I mean, and they were. I mean, they just pumped their damn communities with stuff like that, and Smurf coin and got dang Leprechaun coin. I mean, just stupid crap. And because here's the truth, anybody can create a coin. You can go to like what's it called, like Pink Swap, or it's like, I think it's like Pink Sale or Pink something. There's
Pink
another,
Cell.
yeah, Pink Sale, and there's another one called Cookie Swap or Cookie Sale. My son told me, he's like, Dad, I could start a damn. He like literally him and his friend, and they had no damn company. It's an opportunity,
Right.
and even when he said that, because he was pissed off that he got screwed with the whole Luna thing, and then some of his friends got together and they were telling me, like, he was like, Dad, we're gonna start our own coin. I said, okay, what's the objective? I said, I literally asked him, I said, son, what's your objective? Well, I'm gonna do this and that. Okay, then what are you gonna do? This and that. Well, then it goes up, and we'll make all that. I said, son, look, I said, you're a McFadden. And at the end of the day, I don't want you tied into anything. If you're gonna build something, then you better make sure it's got a damn use case, because I don't ever want to feel like I got somebody who's shilling something and then it's a rug pull, because literally that's what people do. Anybody can start a damn coin. My Uncle Bob can start a coin called Lazy Ass coin, and because he's lazy. And so if he started Lazy Ass coin, it doesn't mean I'm gonna back it and I want to be behind it. So you just got to be careful, guys, because again, you can either go out there and make new mistakes and say, okay, because I'm going to tell you, I left tens of thousands, bro. Tens. I'm talking about maybe, no, let me say this better. I invested tens of thousands, because again, it was that 10%, not the 70 and the 20. I invested tens of thousands, because I put 1,000 in this coin and 1,000 in that coin. You remember when the whole Pepe thing went crazy? And all of a sudden, there was all these memes coming out. I threw $1,000 in like a few coins just to see what they're doing. You know what they did? They went to zero. Now that's the kind of risk that I'll take.
Yeah.
No, but because of my position, right? And I'm not saying that to impress anyone, but impress upon you, how much money can you really afford to lose? Now, the money that I left on the table in the last bull run with those coins, like I looked at coins like Pet Bull, Feg, Safe Moon. There's some of those coins, Frankie, that were in that got over $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 for me. Guess where they're at now? $1,500. I mean, it's a joke, or they're gone. And so that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like and I read this the other day on our show, where it was talking about, I don't remember who it was. He was talking about sometimes you can try to diversify in so many things. It's an old saying that I had in business, where you try to become a master of too many things, where you're a master of nothing. And what that really means is you try to invest in so much crap that you never give yourself an opportunity to win in certain, like a particular thing. So somebody go out there and say, okay, well, I got 1,000 XRP, let's say, right? And maybe that cost somebody at a price of 50 cents when it was 50 cents. Let's say it cost somebody $500. Well, you'll put $500 in that, and okay, that's enough of that. And maybe you got $500 in XLM and XDC. Again, remember, nothing we talk about is financial advice. But then you'll go put $500 in 5 other coins, hoping that they're going to win, and they don't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, how much loss are people willing to take rather than just double down on XRP, understanding, or XLM or XDC or Algo or Matter? What I'm saying is, like, coins that may not have a bunch of zeros. And I want you to answer that, Frankie, with the thought or the mindset, which is what I understand. A lot of people who don't have really big pockets, and again, this is not talking down on people, but they're looking for the damn home run instead of just going. Because here's the thing, Frankie, as you answer that, what happens if XRP does hit $100? What if it does hit 1,000 someday? Because look, the only thing I am is I'm Big Bro James, and I'm a witness to losing a bunch of money. I lost money in NFTs with the whole Crow thing. I lost tens of thousands of dollars in crap coins. So you could either listen and learn, because most people aren't going to tell you this. You know what I got when I got in this space, Frankie? I was going on YouTube, listening to everybody shield their damn coins, and a lot of those guys got rich, while a lot of people took losses. So go ahead with your thoughts on that part of what I'm saying. Are you there, Frankie? Your audio's off, Frankie. Frankie, your audio. I lost you.
Sorry, I was on mute.
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, like I was mentioning, just the opportunity that the bear market presents, right? Like, I mean, this time, 3 years ago, ADA was like 2 cents, 5 cents, and ran up to $3. And I was like, damn it, why couldn't I be here? I was already looking at it as $1.50, $2,
Right.
you know. And one of the mistakes I made was buying relatively high and then assuming that it's going to go to $7 because you're listening to this influencer or that
Right.
influencer saying, it's the next Ethereum,
Right.
it's going to run up to $7. It's all speculation.
Right. That's right.
It's bull run euphoria,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Like
That's right.
with the mass marketing, everything. So yeah, one of the things I'm gonna bull run, we talked about it, is just taking profits, right? You have to have a plan and an exit strategy because nothing is going to go up forever, right? And then typically you can count on Bitcoin topping out in November. Every 4 year cycle, it's always November or around November. So just kind of plan your exit strategy around that. Have some targets in mind. Like, we saw XRP spike up to what, $50 on one exchange at one time. Imagine if you had a sell order at $50. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. It glitched at a lot of different prices. A lot of
Right.
prices. You know what I'm
I don't know
saying?
if it would have been filled, but
I mean, even if you got part of it, even if it only,
right.
at $50, even if it filled like 10% of your order, you still got super paid.
Right, exactly. So I mean, if you said like, oh, let me sell, 10% of my XM free at that
Right.
amount,
Right.
or even if you had it at 10 or 20, I mean, who knows, just have your plans, set your sell alerts and just, be prepared,
Yeah.
for best case scenario, worst case scenario,
Yeah.
always have a plan.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I think the thing for me is part of the reason, and I don't know if me and you've had this conversation, but part of the reason that I started this show after trying to not do a YouTube show, because the thing that I'm just such a loyal guy, Frankie. And it's kind of like your friendship, right, with Jeanette. You guys have been friends for a long, long time. I'm a very loyal guy, and I'm a protector naturally. I had to protect my mom from an abusive stepdad at 13 years old. I had to protect my sisters from abuse. I had to do all these different things. I'm a protector. If
Hmm.
someone was walking around school in high school that was gay and getting picked on, I protected. I had a zero tolerance for bully. I hate
Hmm.
that with a passion. The other thing that I hate with a passion is when I got in this space and you start seeing, because like, you made a very good point. You go to YouTube or you go places trying to research and
Hmm.
follow what other people are doing. The problem that we don't see, a lot of new people see, and I'm really pleading with people that are out there to make sure you do your research on who these people are, and then go back and watch other videos and see a pattern. Because what these people do, Frank, is they get paid to shill
Oh yeah.
coins. They get
Yep.
paid, and so they'll tell you to go there and get in, something like Pepe's cousin, and they're just so adamant. And like I said, I've seen guys out there like Run Guys and other people, and I hate saying their names, but it's true. They would shill every stinking meme and they had a massive audience, and then all of a sudden, and they cash out, and they got paid, and so that's why I don't even watch those guys. I don't watch a lot of people anymore for that reason. So
Hmm.
when you find a person on YouTube, go back in time and watch what
Yep.
they're shilling, watch the patterns of what they're doing, and then look at coins or like go and look at how many of your influencers shilled SafeMoon or
Hmm.
FTT or Celsius or Luna. They don't take any type of responsibility for when
Hmm.
things go bad. So you have to be careful, because those guys are getting paid based off of people like you and I who just got started. Again, I've been in this for a while, so I learned, but they're getting paid off of our losses. It's just like trading. When you leave your money on the table, someone else is taking your money off the table. And so it's very, very important to know that. And so I started this channel wanting to be the voice of people just like you, because I am you. I was you. I was everybody in our family. I was that person. I was a person, and I'm gonna just keep on here. I was a person that was looking for, answers. I had to research, and learn. I was really keen on business, but crypto was new to me, right? And then you see these guys, you're like, oh my god, they're talking about Shikaka coin, and they look so cool. And then you go back and you start learning these people did some unethical things, and because that all plays a part, right? If you're shilling the coin 1 minute, but then you're online, doing something crazy, or you've done scams and stuff another minute, I have a hard time being a part of that family, and so or being part of that situation. And so that's just why I'm so real, man. That again,
Hmm.
if it was me, you, and a couple of our friends up here listening, or these family members that we have now, I'm okay with that. To me, that's better than being a shiller and someone who has to go back and apologize later.
I 100% agree, and I think that's one of the great values of this channel, right? You have a lot of people that you know personally, and then other people that have come and gravitated toward you because we're like-minded. We have the same interests, and we don't want to, we don't want to be shilled.
No.
Because you got, I mean, you're right. I mean, you have BitBoy. They got paid to shill coins.
Yeah.
All coin day. The biggest people, or the people with the most subscribers,
Yeah.
they would chill. They shill coins.
That's right. That's right.
So I kind of gravitate towards the honest YouTubers or content creators, and they're not shilling coins. They don't accept donations or
Yeah.
sponsors or anything like that, because you don't want to be exit liquidity, right? I was
Yeah.
exit liquidity for last bull run for some people because I made the mistake of assuming that I had no plan and I thought things were going to go up forever. Everybody was certain it was going to be 100K Bitcoin, right?
That's right.
Everybody was. It was set in stone pretty much that it was going to happen, and it did not happen.
That's right.
So don't believe everything you hear.
Well, I think too the best way, and let me shout out a couple people. Mr. XRP me is in the house. Shouts out, my brother. How you doing, Mr. XRP? How you said XRP me? XRP me? I think that's how you say it. So, and who else did I miss? Anyone else? Did I get everybody else? Liz. I got my sister. Liz, Anthony Wanner, Nesforth. I think I got everybody else here. So Shane Sullivan, what's up, my brother? So no, I agree with you, man. And that's what it's all about. We want to win. I think the best thing to do is understand that and this is just my opinion. I think everyone should have a 3 to 5 year window. I think the honey hole, the sweet spot, Frankie, is going to be, in my opinion, and I could be wrong. I want to get your opinion on this. I don't really know what 2024 is going to do, right? I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe we have a pump if when Bitcoin ETFs get approved. I've seen some people say that Bitcoin ETFs could continuously get put off another, 12 months or so. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know about 2024 because there's still not really good regulatory clarity. I know a lot of people are super bullish on what Ripple will do, but I think a lot of institutions, I'm bullish on Ripple long term. I just don't think financial institutions, they're not like you and I, right? They're not like everybody here. We're all looking for, a get rich, for our families and children, all that. These guys are, they got a lot more at stake here. So, and they don't want to go against the SEC. So I think I don't know if we're going to see institutional adoption until we get that full on legal clarity. So 2024 to me is questionable. I'm not sure. I'm like 50-50 on what it could do. I think 25 through 30 is the honey spot, or is a sweet spot. You tell me what you feel on that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot up in the air, right? Because that the halving's going to come, end of Q1, start of Q3, right? But what comes along with that? Do the ETFs come along? Is there is there a settlement with the XRP? Does XRP get an IPO? If
That's all
all
bullish.
that,
That's bullish.
right?
That's
That's all bullish.
That's all
That's
bullish.
essentially that's best case scenario, right?
But what have we seen the SEC do every time we get good information? Him and emails, victory on July 13th. The appeal is denied. Every time we get something good, Frankie, unless I'm missing something, they keep throwing negative crap at us. So what happens if in 2024, look, these guys, you don't think the SEC knows there's a halving coming and we're bullish on it? You don't think they think we're waiting for Bitcoin ETFs or the IPO for Ripple or the settlement? Bro, let me ask you a question. I'm just going to ask you because I know the answer. What could they possibly do to go against all that bullishness going into 24?
Man,
what do you think?
When did we talk about this? Was it almost a year ago? Right? We said, they can go after Binance, try to take down Binance. They can try to take down Tether. We talked about it. We know that that's definitely something that would have a big impact on the market. I just don't know, the people that are in crypto right now and survive the bear market. We've been through so much. So I don't know how low that would take us. I don't know. I don't know.
See, that's a good question because
Mhm.
Tether, Binance, and ETHgate, in my opinion, and you give me your opinion, is bigger than Celsius, Luna, and FTX. FTX is big. But damn it, bro, Tether, the crypto printing machine, is that not big? Binance is way bigger than FTX. ETHgate, one of the biggest conspiracies of all time. I'm just saying, look, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying you gotta pay attention to that.
I mean, if all that were to happen, it's possible we could create new lows. I don't know. That's I think at this point it's like a 10 or less % chance of happening. What the uniqueness of the Luna situation was they were buying BNB to kind of balance out the Luna, Terra Luna coin. So that was how they financed that coin, and they had all these, staking rewards and
Can,
everything like
can
that.
I can I
So,
ask you can I ask you a question?
mhm.
Isn't that kind of what's in the news with Tether right now? They're trying to buy a bunch of Bitcoin and back themselves by Bitcoin now after admitting they weren't pegged one for one. So I mean, isn't that kind of like what
I
FT?
think not a good idea.
Isn't that
Yeah,
kind of similar? I mean,
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Tether is similar to the Federal Reserve, right? They're creating money out of thin air, essentially, right? I mean, they're just like a bank. The banks don't. If you go to a bank and you say, "I want to draw $100,000," they're not going to give it to you right there at that moment. They're going to make you wait because they have to ensure that they have liquidity to give you that money, right? It's just they're they're trying to portray, some of these exchanges or these stable coins as bad guys, but if anything, it kind of levels the playing field for the average person.
so
Whereas,
if they're buying Tether, I don't mean to cut you off. They're buying Tether, and they're not back dollar for dollar for as much money that people invested in Tether for what they actually have. Then what are they buying Bitcoin with? Our money? Is that not like what FTX was
hmm
doing?
hmm
I'm I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if I learn anything, it does sting. It does
yeah,
sting when it happens.
hmm I mean, it's definitely a possibility. You can't rule it. You cannot rule it out, right? Can't rule it out.
I mean, I don't know, man. Look, if there was no, and look, let's say I'm wrong. Let's just hypothetically, instead of always talking about what could be, let's just say I'm wrong about Tether, I'm wrong about Binance, and they won't do anything with ETH at all. I mean, ETH just gets a free pass, right? For whatever reason, they just let it go. If that's the case, Anthony, I'm sorry, is that the case, Frankie? I'm looking at Anthony's name. If that's the case, Frankie, I am bullish as all hell.
Yeah.
And I would say, oh my God, hold on to your damn significant other and kids because you're about to go to the moon. That's
hmm
because I think crypto solves everything. I mean, it solves everything. I mean, in so many aspects. So, yeah, if it's not for that, I mean, then what we're looking at maybe a recession, depression, and doesn't that really feed into the crypto narrative? I mean, isn't that what is created for all these bank runs and bank collapses and stuff? Isn't that what crypto's really
hmm
about?
hmm I mean, so we talked about the most bullish scenario for 2024. We talked about the most bearish scenario, and then they just could be like the norm. Nothing happens. It's the halving. It's the 4-year cycle, and then that's it. So I think one of those three scenarios could play out, right? Or all, one of the three with, to a lesser degree. But I mean, just be prepared for every situation. Yeah, I mean, it's.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Frankie. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was to base what is gonna happen, and it's predicated off of what we've seen here in the last 12 to 24 months, I'm gonna say there's too many people. And guys, please don't quote me this. I'm not a financial advisor. What's up, Sean Thompson's in the house? Hey, Karma Carmichael's in the house. My beautiful queen, Jeanette. Okay, so check this out. Here's my opinion based off what I've seen. The level of corruption and manipulation and scandal. So give me a second. I think it's highly possible that there's so many big people in ETH that ETH game won't matter. I think because here's the thing, even if they try to say Vitalik or Joe did something wrong, what do they do when banks steal hundreds of millions or they short the market's 100 million? They give us a little, there you go, slap on the wrist. So let's say, because they'll probably get it to individuals. Look, whatever ETH those guys did to get ETH, and Stephen Narrow is talking about a whole lot of stuff, and he's got a lawyer, and they're ready to spill the beans even on a greater scale than what they've already put in that 2-hour and 47-minute audio, right? Audio NFT. I think if nothing else, because here's the thing, Frankie, look what's going on with Jay Clayton. Nothing.
Nothing. No
Well,
investigation, nothing.
look what's happening. Gary Gilbert has promised a damn job for all the crap he's done. He's going to get a better promotion. So
Right.
let's just hypothetically say nothing happens with ETHgate. A couple people get slapped on the wrist and a couple fines. Oh, well. Tether may be too big because if we're talking about not being pegged to the dollar and bank runs, you just made a great point. Banks have been doing this our whole damn lives. So what is Tether doing? The same damn thing banks are doing. So, okay, maybe they let that go. And how many people are in their pockets? I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. And then the last thing is Binance. Okay, do you make an example of CZ, or do you just put in regulatory demands on what he needs to do, and if he doesn't do them, he doesn't get into certain countries, and people just keep VPNing or whatever, you know? So I don't know how that deep that goes. So let's just say everything gets dismissed, because a lot of times money talks and bullshit walks, right? I mean, money pass a couple envelopes around. We see what money can do. So let's just hypothetically say that's the case, and maybe we do go to some type of recession with housing and cars and groceries and food. But if all that goes bad, that's really a more positive narrative for crypto. Am I right?
I mean, I agree. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm in crypto, right? I think because I believe in innovation, I believe in, Bitcoin being a store of value and an alternative to the dollar, right? I mean, the way the dollar looks, I'm not the best technical analyst, but it looks like the dollar is on a downtrend. It looks like the SPY is going up. It's on an uptrend. Looks like it bottomed.
Right.
So that's bullish for crypto, right? Obviously, when there's more liquidity in the markets, people will invest. The more willing to invest to risk on assets,
Right.
speculative assets. That's what the tech industry is,
I agree with you. We're gonna go down and look at some stuff on X real quick. Before I do, shouts out to, and you know what, Frankie, you just so happen to know this lady, one of the most sexiest people in the world, my beautiful queen Jeanette. Jeanette's in the house, baby face. What's going on? Frankie says hi. Say hi, Frankie.
What's up, Jeanette? What's up, Anthony, Shane, everybody?
Yeah, send some shouts out, Frankie. Go ahead.
What's up, Big Watch? Liz. What's going on, y'all? Nest Force.
The family.
Karma Carmichael.
The family's in the house. Guys, also let me here's the thing, Frankie. I got a couple things I want to go over. I got something I want to do for Christmas. It's been a while that we've done anything as far as giveaways. If you guys want to see some kind of giveaway for Christmas, like a Christmas giveaway wheel, where we just do it for our family. If you guys want to see that, just put something in the comments, maybe like a Christmas icon or a yes or something like that, because it's been really weighing on me. We were doing a lot of giveaways in the beginning. We gave away thousands of dollars when we first started this show. We donated thousands to different places, whether it was Nigeria, shopping for kids, doing this and that. And I kind of want to do something for Christmas. I don't know. What do you think, Frankie? Do you think that's a good idea?
I think that's a great idea. I mean, you have a lot of companies that don't, even have Christmas bonuses or anything like that for people. So I think that would be great to give back. Yeah.
Well, I got Frankie's vote. If I got your vote, make sure you guys put it down here. Let's go over a couple things as well, Frankie. I want to go over some things that are on X as well. I had a couple ideas. Number one was, by the way, if you ever want to come on the show, I want to give an open invitation. You guys have seen Frankie. Frankie, is this hard to do? Is it hard being on the show?
No, I'm used to talking to people.
Right. So, I mean, you get on here, you talk a little crap. And so I'm excited, man. Look, here's the thing. Here's what you guys are going to learn about me. Okay, I got Mr. XR Pre, me saying, hell yeah, we're going to do a giveaway. I love it. I love it. Anybody else? Huh? Anybody else with a ho, ho, ho? Shane Sullivan said, I got Christmas trees. Let's do it. I got a couple votes there. I wanted to, here's my thing. I want to use my platform to help other people get used to the camera. I want to, I'm not like other people, Frankie. I want to, I would love one day I can go up there and I say, hey, Frankie, man, me and Jeanette are going to go to the Bahamas or something. And do you mind if I get you the passcode and went on and did the show for me? Stuff like that. And just get on and talk about some stuff that you repost on Twitter and something. It's so easy. You could do 30 minutes, you could do 15 minutes, you could do whatever you want. And that's what I want to do. I want to get people used to doing this. Because number one, it's fun. Number two, it definitely allows you to express yourself, share the things that you've learned with other people, and also just help many others who are in search. I get so many comments, and thank you guys, and much love to all you guys who send in the comments about, oh, Jay, man, your channel does a lot for me, whatever the case may be, because you keep it 100 all the time. And so I definitely appreciate you guys. I love you guys for that, and thank you for all the support. So one of the other things I want to do, Frankie, I had a thought one time. It's like, how do we break bread with family? How do we, how we get together? And I thought one day I would like to do a live with either on the standard or on this show where we do like a Zoom, and we do like a morning, like a Sunday a breakfast or something, and everybody gets their cell phones and put it like a little bit in front of them so you can see them and their plate, and we all just sit down and no, seriously, man, and have some food, share what we're eating, and just talk like a Sunday family. What was that movie called? Remember that when they had the family on Sundays? It wasn't Big Mama House. It was something else. It was like a family show. I can't remember what it was, but that's just kind of dope. Every now and then to do something like that, where you're sitting there eating, breaking bread, talking, smacking, pouring some syrup, drinking some orange juice and some coffee, and just having some family moments, because it's hard for everybody to come together, all the time. But I thought that would be good, like maybe like Crypto4Life, breakfast time or something, or something like that. What do you think about that? You think that'd be pretty cool?
Absolutely. I mean, you see all these names in the chat, you calling them out every day, they're showing a lot of love and support. So it'd be good to put some, some faces to the names,
I
right?
agree with that. Let's go through a couple things here on X, formerly known as Twitter. We're going to go over some things and we'll talk about them as we go. It says, I like this right here, Frankie. We got about, 20 minutes left. It says, your circle is supposed to be proud, not jealous. Man, that's bars. That's bars. Like, you know how profound that is, Frankie, when you hear stuff like that. Now, I got a lot of stuff I could say, but I just want you to make a comment on how that's played into your life, because I can see, based off your impression, that means something. Your circle is supposed to be proud, not jealous. Basically mean lift you up and not hate. Frankie, your comments on that.
Obviously, I lived my life. Went through a lot of different experiences, right? At the end of the day, that everybody's not rooting for you. Not everybody's going to clap for you at every accomplishment. So you're going to have to just accept that and pat yourself on the back. And, there's people in your life that mean something to you, and just, you could look for their acknowledgement. You don't expect it from everyone. People, I always say this, people want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them.
Facts.
Once you start doing better than them, it's a whole different feeling you get, right? So I've experienced it,
And let me ask you this, Frankie, and I know you guys have heard me say this 1,000 times, but I like hearing from other people, right? For me, misery loves company, right? When people are doing bad, they don't want to hear that you're doing good. That's why if you ever post something about me and my wife took a trip, you get almost no likes. I got a promotion on my job. I bought a new car, nothing. But as soon as you say, oh, I broke my thumb in the door, or I found out I got, high blood pressure, you get like a million. It's like people love to see you suffering more than they love to see you win. And so there's the old saying, misery loves company. And another saying is, kill them with success. There's no reason to get mad at haters. Just go out there and be successful, because that's the one thing that they don't want to see. And obviously when you do become successful is when they start coming around a little bit more. Your thoughts on that, Frankie?
Yeah, it's when you're grinding and you're moving your way up, they're not cheering you on, or not, they're not giving you that praise to where once you're successful and everyone's embracing you, that's when they embrace you, right?
Exactly.
When it's trendy or when it's cool to do that, then that's when they do it, right? Nobody wants to be there during the grind and put in the work, or be involved at that aspect. They're just like, if you get there, you get there. If they don't, they don't.
Guys,
they're not involved and they're not curious about it.
Exactly, guys. We're live with my man Frankie Legend, my brother, one of my wife's best friends. We're having an amazing day. It's called Sunday FunDAY with James, aka 6-8Jay, and Frankie Legend. Let me get you a little bit of upbeat going. We got to get some tails in here. Tails, let them know how we feel. Woo!
Hey, look, 4 years and it's still no cheers. If fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon in? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
Now, Frankie, I gotta talk about a couple things. I didn't pull up like your social media, but I went to yesterday. I was saying, Frankie, I need a picture, and I think you were in a movie, so I said, Frankie, I need a picture. And you didn't give me you wasn't responding. So I said, okay, you know what, Frankie must be busy, whatever he's doing. Let me go out and look on his social media, because we're all connected on Instagram and Facebook. Frankie, you had a couple. I thought the only person in here that was buffed up was it Bullish Kenny G? I saw some pictures, man. Look like you in there doing some Incredible Hulk type stuff. What's going on there, man? You still doing that stuff where you all buffed up in the gym, and what's going on with that?
No, I went through what was it, when I was 39. I kind of made up my mind to get in the best shape of my life, and that's what happened.
Sheesh.
But to answer your question, I haven't kept up with it because I started a new job and it was like running off Central Time.
Yes,
but I do need to get back into it. The one thing about working out is that it takes so much determination. But once that switch is flipped, then there's no going back. So it's just hard to get to that point.
Here's something I want to share with you guys, since Frankie said that, guys. The greatest wealth is your health, and it's something that when I was 43 years old, a doctor told me that I had stroke level cholesterol. My cholesterol was off the chain. And that put me in the gym, which I had like almost no body fat, bro. Like genetic, I was ripped, shredded, best shape in my whole life. And it's funny because what you just said was true. At that time, I owned a semi-pro ABA professional basketball team in California. I don't know if you remember that or not. Me and Jeanette owned that basketball team. Fresno Griffins, remember that?
Yeah.
Or Central Valley Titans. We were part owners in both at two different times. And I started working out with the guys. So the thing for me is because they were showing up every day to the gym, I showed up every day to the gym, and it got me in. But the point you made is so hard to get in the routine. And typically, I think they say it takes like 90 days, like 69 days of just continuously doing it, and then it becomes a habit. Because it's funny how when you're in it, man, it's like you can't even think of life without being in the gym. It's like it's like an obsession. Like you love how you feel energetic. It's like I remember I would be doing business and we'd be traveling, and Frankie, if I couldn't get to the gym, I would sit down and do push-ups and sit-ups and get a chair out of the hotel room and do a dip. I was so obsessed with it. And then I look at myself and I'm like, damn, dude, why can't you find that burn again? Like, why can't, like, what is it? And you remember, like, you were best friends with my wife before I married her. Jeanette, a lot of you guys don't know my wife, she was a fitness manager for some really big gyms around California, right? So she was for like a few big gyms. She ran, those gyms as far as a fitness manager and was doing very well. And so, I ask her this all the time, man. It's like, it's hard, man. It's hard to get back to, what's some of the things that you've done, or are you struggling with the same thing I'm struggling with, which is trying to get back in? Because it seems like when you're not in it, Frankie, you always got 1,000,000 excuses on why you're not doing it right.
Yeah, and you said it, right? Just don't make any excuses. But I do think it helps because I did hire a trainer at that time when I got back into shape. So I think having somebody there to push you and motivate you, and then even because I'm competitive, so you see somebody lifting more than you or doing better than you, and you want to catch up to them, right? So have somebody that knows what they're doing and can drive you if you don't have that drive yourself, right? Sometimes that's contagious. It is,
I agree. Bitcoin right now, 36,851. Let's keep this thing going. King Dogo comes out and says, I will give you 5 coins. This is kind of funny. That will make you a millionaire in the next bull run. Bull cycle. He goes, number 1, XRP. Number 2, ODL. Number 3, OpenCoin. Number 4, Banker's Coin. Number 5, that coin that got sued by the SEC. Basically, you point everything back to Ripple. That's funny as hell. But there's a lot of opportunities, guys. There's Caspa, which, I know you've talked about. Right now, where's Caspa at? Let's see. We had a conversation last week about Caspa when you were telling me at 8 cents, and you were like, "Yo, Jay, man, I got into this thing. I think you bought in at like what, maybe 6 cents or something."
No, I was in at 3.5. I kind of DCA'd.
Yeah, 3 and 5.
My biggest purchase was in the sub 4 cents.
Bro, and this damn thing, from the time we had that conversation, it has not. It's up 62.54% of the last week, 3.3%. 3 cents. So and then I look back to find this was not a part of the last bull run. So Caspa is showing out, and I mean, I can look, guys. I don't normally get hype, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. Frankie told me about this coin. I looked at it. And then I looked back at where it was at, like maybe 60 to 90 days prior to that. So I didn't buy it because I didn't want to buy the green candle. Sometimes you're faced with positions like that where you got, okay, I got to make a decision. And look, whether Caspa goes up or not is not going to determine my success in my life. But do I regret not getting in when Frankie said 8? Well, of course, now that I look at it at 14, because who would have thought that this thing would be really outperforming almost everything, right? Other than projects I probably would have never looked at, but because I've consolidated my portfolio down on things that utility and so forth, and I was really focused on a lot of those projects that have been around, there's things like Caspa that can slip through the cracks. And so I'm gonna tell you guys, look, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, but to look at this coin that's never been in a bull run, that just if I go back, and I think I did. I want to say I covered Caspa. I wish JC was here to tell me, or Liz, or somebody can go back in our group.
I think you did.
But
yeah,
I'd like to go over it again because I don't know what the hell I damn missed. Because when we went over it, it was like, you're talking about in the very beginning, what? I've been around for almost a year now on this thing. So what?
Yeah.
10 months ago? I mean, good Lord, 10, let's talk about that. 10 months ago.
Yep.
Let's talk
You'd be
about
a rich man if you put $100 in.
Look, so 10 months ago, guys, Frankie, don't piss me off, Frankie. Don't piss me off. Because damn it, Frankie's right. Frankie's right.
I would too, man.
Frankie's right. 005. 005, Frankie. 001, Frankie. October of last year, November 1st of last year, 002. A year ago. So you're talking about someone like me put 100 grand in. Good God. Because I mean, when I believe in something, I go big. You know, that's what I did with Dot and a lot. So the point I'm trying to make, guys, is I'm not a financial advisor by no means. But and please don't take this. If you watch this a little bit later on, I want to do another overview on Caspa, and I feel like I missed one. So if you're in Caspa right now, there's one thing you'll learn about me, Frankie. If Caspa takes you to millions, brother, I'm going to be the first one in Fresno hugging your neck and saying congrats, because I'm not a hater, bro. There's nothing in me that hates. I'm a congratulator, right? And so for anybody who has Caspa, I know Nesforce and many of you guys have it. Congratulations, man. I'm so proud of you guys for seeing this. I wish I would have saw it. Sometimes you miss things. I know, you know, when you talk about, I know Six8Jay and over there with the IBF, he's talked about many times missing things. And here's the funny thing. I think maybe I had a little bit. I can't remember. That's the thing. Like, I've consolidated so many coins, I can't remember. I want to say I had some, because when I covered, I'll have to go back and look at the video if I had a little. But I just got out a lot of stuff and went bigger in other things. Right? I went bigger in my DOT and bigger in my Link and bigger in my XDC and bigger in my XLM and XRP and things like that. And so, but I'm telling you guys, Caspa, man, what an amazing opportunity. Just if you want to say a few things on Caspa as I continue to go down this X page here. Go ahead, Frankie.
Yeah, so it's very unique, right? Like I I gave you a little bit of information, right? Just even down to the logo. It's shaped.
And Frankie, I don't want to interrupt you. You probably know more than me. Big Watch Dude asked, what is the utility? So keep talking about what you're talking, and maybe explain some of the benefits of Caspa as well.
Yeah, it's a peer-to-peer payment system, essentially, is what it is. But what got everybody so excited is it's using the Nakamoto, right? The Bitcoin creators, essentially what they were trying to do. They're accomplishing that with Caspa. They're solving the blockchain trilemma, which is security, scalability, and speed, right? So they claim to have done that. And the cool thing about it is that it's going to process, like, once the Ghost DAG protocol comes out, like 100 blocks a second, or I can't remember exactly what it was, but the cool thing about this coin is it's totally decentralized. So that means, and what I mean by that, just so people don't know, is that when tokens get listed on exchanges, what they do is, in order not to have to fork out money to get listed, they will allocate.
Go ahead, Frank. Keep talking.
They'll allocate some of their tokens to those exchanges, and so the exchanges don't have to buy them, and it won't pump the price, essentially, and those tokens get dumped by those exchanges onto you or I, right?
Okay.
So in this situation, there's pretty much the biggest exchanges that have it right now is Mexi, KuCoin.
Yeah, I remember Mexi and KuCoin. Give me a second, Frank. Let me do something. Somebody just in the group said, Jay, you talked about Caspa months ago. Jalen, I'm live right now. I called my son live on the show because I think the first person that's ever told me about Caspa is my oldest son. Jalen, you're live right now. Dad's got you up on the speaker. Didn't you tell me about Caspa like a long time ago?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and you've invested in it yourself? Did you invest some in the Caspa as well? Are you at work, son?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay, never mind. I love you, buddy, but I think you did tell Dad about Caspa, and damn it, sometimes daddies got to listen to their sons as well. So love you, buddy, and we'll talk to you later. Huh?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think I put like $40 in, and it's at like 1,600 right now.
You put $40 in, and it's at 1,600. Good God! Why didn't you come over here and slap Dad and say, Dad, damn it, buy some of that Caspa? Jesus! All right, son, I love you, man. See, there goes an example of when you don't listen to your damn kids. Okay, well, you know what, son? Dad feels stupid live. I love you, and proud of you, man.
All right, thanks. Love you too.
All right, buddy. All right, bye-bye. So, yeah, that was the first person. So think about what he did. He said when he told me about it, he told me about it right around the time I started this show. And he said, Dad, he was naming different coins. He named all the different. He said, Dad, if I was you, I'd go pretty good on Caspa. And I remember him saying that, and I was like, okay, son, because my son's always got these different coins that he throws at me. And, it's kind of like, I need to listen to the kid because he really is a great diver when it comes to looking at projects. And he said he put $40 in, and that $40 now is $1,600. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but could you imagine if I put something as low as maybe even $1,000 in? Because I'm telling you, like coins like that, I probably wouldn't put no less than like 5 or 10 grand in. That's just the way I am. I mean, $1,000 to me goes to a crap coin. That's what I put in a crap coin. But something like Caspa, oh my God, I can only imagine. He's up 4,000%. Good God. Look what Nesforce said. Nesforce is a mathematician. Good Lord. So go ahead, Frankie, man. I feel like a dumb daddy right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I was talking about, so you have like some of the biggest exchanges that they're not, Caspa's not listed there, right?
Jeez.
Just recently, Binance launched the futures of Caspa, but they haven't got their spot position. Coinbase, all the biggest exchanges don't have it listed.
No. Didn't I see something like Uphold, like embraced it? Uphold, I think.
Uphold recently, they got it, and then also they gave the ability for users to transfer it off
Jesus
Uphold
Christ.
now. I do own some on Uphold. I do own some on MEXC. I actually got my girl to buy some Caspa the other day because I was showing her. I was like, "Look, babe, look, it's just going up and up and up and up and up and up."
Damn.
And I go, I think you should invest in it, hold it for a year or two, and that's it. Don't.
I try not to live in regret, but I tell you, when my son just said 40 to 1,600, I'm not gonna lie, guys. My butt got a little tight. I'm not gonna lie, my butt got a little tight. So shouts out to Frankie, shouts out to my son Jalen, and shouts out to all you guys. I'm gonna let Crypto Tell say it best while I sit here, drink some coffee, and just really soak in my embarrassment. Tails, please let me know how I feel. Woo!
Going back to go back, got him choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Stack it up. Does it like it is. Got him switching gears with Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying.
My son gets to tell me, Dad, I told you so. You know what? Doggone it. Good Lord.
One thing I did want to mention, Jay, is that what's making this coin so successful, right? And it's primarily ETH's fault, believe it or not. Since ETH went from proof of work to proof of stake, the miners needed something to mine.
Oh, wow.
So they found Caspa. So the reason why there's so much price appreciation is that the miners believe in the utility, they believe in the project and what it's going to set out to accomplish, right? They think it's going to get a lot higher. So they're not selling. Like, that's why you don't see these big corrections you saw early on in the chart.
And,
so all those miners are holding it. These exchanges don't have it.
Good God.
It's a fair launch. There's no, VC venture capitalist dump on you. Nobody's going to dump the price.
Oh, my God. Damn it, Shane Sullivan. Shane Sullivan says, listen to your damn kid, 6'8". Good Lord.
Shane got in at 5 cents, I think. We talked about it.
Yeah, y'all pray for me. Iron Man, what's going on? I just got schooled by my son, Iron Man. My son told me to get in Caspa at I think he got in at .00 something because he bought $40 worth is at 1,600. 4,000% is what Shane Sullivan said. So I just, I felt like Fred Sanford from Sanford Sun. Elizabeth, I'm coming to Georgia, honey, with a messed up bag of not having Caspa. Let's keep it going. Good Lord. It says, let me see. We got, what is it? Swiss Gold accepts XRP. Swiss Gold accepts XRP as payment method to buy gold or something like that. It shows right here. Ripple, huh? You got to love it. Let's keep it going. There's some other things I want to talk about here. It says, mindset machine determination unlocks potential. Consistency breeds excellence. Hard work yields results, and focus builds success. Man, that's bars. Crypto Tails in the house. Iron Man's in the house. Hey, Iron Man. Oh, damn. Yeah. You know what? That's my boy. Damn it, Iron Man. You probably told me about something like that too. Who knows? But I'm going to tell you guys right now, don't FOMO. Look, I mean, even though I'm looking at a 14 cents, almost a 15 cents cash right now, is not the time to FOMO because, guys, remember, if a retracement happens, you will feel like Chicago, and you don't want to feel that way. So, look, I'm in enough things right now that I'll win and win big, but if it does retrace, I would keep an eye on Casper. Now, I do agree with Frankie Legend. Will it get back down to those prices my son bought or Frankie? Maybe Frankie's price, maybe with a huge retracement, but definitely down, probably not with my 4,000% correction. I doubt it. Not unless I would think that'd be a rug pull if I saw it drop 4,000%. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So, don't be like, like I said, always remember, to do your own research, because that's obviously what my son did. That's obviously what Frankie Legend did. I covered it, like I think what Shane Sullivan said. Jay, you talked about Casper like months and months, almost 10, 11 months ago. And, you know, sometimes you'll cover a coin and like VRA. You know, what if VRA took off, or VLO, right? I mean, you know, what was good for the was good for the goose may not be good for the gander, but it does not mean it's not going to explode. So
I got a couple of interesting facts about the logo too. Well, actually, the logo and the name for Caspa. So Caspa in Aramaic means silver, and then so the in Aramaic, the logo itself is shaped like a coin, which is, you know, like currency, and then the K is kind of like a coin stamp, so it's like an odd shape on it.
Yeah.
So that they even, and then the color of the coin or in the logo is meant to be like when a you know, metal gets rusty, it turns that teal color.
Okay.
So that's kind of, I mean, they put a lot of thought into the logo like that, which is really cool.
So it's not just some funky K going backwards with a little thing. It's more into that than that. Okay, I got it pulled up right now, so I want to see what you were talking about. But you look, it could have a teal thing with a poop emoji right now, and I still feel like crap by not getting it. Damn it. So okay. Good Lord. Oh, I missed that one. Good Lord. Sometimes you just got to learn the hard way. There is a cafe in South Korea. I thought this was kind of cool, Frankie Legend. I don't know if you can see this video, but there's a cafe in South Korea where everything is monochrome and looks like a drawing, making you feel like you're in a storybook. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think that's kind of pretty damn cool. You see that, Frankie?
I don't see it yet. There's a little delay.
Yeah, there's always a delay, but that's pretty wild, man.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Oh man,
that's crazy. Like a restaurant that looks like it's been written, or you know,
that is trippy.
Isn't that trippy? That's crazy, guys. Let's go. This Sunday FunDAY, we're gonna have a little fun today. Imagine what will happen when every bank that is using Ripple starts using XRP. Good God, what about XDC or XLM? This is what they call flipping the switch. The best part is, it's actually not one switch. It will be hundreds. Good Lord, what do you think about that, Frankie?
I mean, we talked about it. You know, I definitely believe in XRP. I consider it a blue chip, right?
Yeah.
I could see it getting as high as $5. You know, at least this bull run, and then, you know, once the flip. This is not even flipping the switch.
No.
The $5.
No.
I'm just talking about. Just that's where it'll be without any bullish news. You know, well, obviously after the case is settled, but no IPO, no switch or nothing like that.
And you know what's so crazy, bro? Like everyone's sitting around, you know, like waiting for their coin, like a XLM or XDC or XRP or Polkadot or Chainlink or a Algo or a you know, HBAR, and all of a sudden you sleep on something like Casper that could have already, you know, if you think about it, there's some coins that will never see a 4,000% gain in this bull run, not at all.
Right.
So it's you know, you got, that's why what's one of the things we were talking about, number 2 in the whole 1 through 5. Do your own research. And that's when Frankie Legend, you know, my son obviously told me this a long time ago, but even when you reached out to me last week, you just had such an excitement in your voice that, you know, hey, that's passion. And not only was it excitement, but I can tell you had done your research and due diligence. So always do your research and due diligence, guys, on everything. I like this right here by MetaMan. It says ISO 2022. Listen to what he's saying and then look at the document. Let's take a listen to this real quick.
As well, but we may also see Ripple XRP moving across the SWIFT network as a currency when we're perhaps using something like FX.
And so after he says that, you go in here and you look at this documentation here where it goes into how FX is going to be utilized and cross-border payments and all those things, guys. So a lot of great information. Guys, obviously we're super bullish on a lot of the ISO 22 coins. But you also got to look at things like Casper, things that could slip right through your hand there that could be life-changing. And you know, so funny, Frankie, from last year to now, even without a bull run, that's life-changing, brother. That is life-changing gains. So shouts out again to the Casper team or Casper investors. And I want to definitely do another dive on that coin. I also want to do a dive on that one coin that's been going crazy too. I think it's called, was it like Tia or something like that? Like Tia's been doing some crazy gains as well. Let me see if I can find it. Did it go away? Oh, it's still there. Up 50% still for the week. Tia, I don't know what the hell it is, but $6.97. Where the hell did that come out of? So we're going to have to do a little bit of a dive on that as well. Shouts out to Big Watch Dude. Ripple is also listed on the board behind him. It was? Damn, Big Watch do got some eagle eyes. Let me see. Oh, you're in line. It is right there. Damn, Big Watch. See, man, it's crazy when people pay attention. Big Watch Dude saw that, and I didn't even see that. Look at Big Watch Dude. Focused in, my brother. Casper Mining halving is genius, in my opinion. Wow. They got Casper Mining and a halving? Good God.
Yeah, I didn't even mention the halving. Yeah.
Sheesh. Man, damn it. I hope somebody go. Look, man, I hate to say that, but I hope somebody gets in trouble like Tether just so we get a better price. Good Lord. That's got to be bad. I hope something bad happens so I get a good deal on Casper. Good Lord. Did we hit the switch today? No, we didn't hit no damn switch, Iron Man. The only thing I see, November 19th. I'm like, man, what the hell's going on? That's Sunday. What the hell's going to happen on Sunday? It didn't even make sense to me when they said it the first damn time. You know what it is? People hyping up, then people FOMO in, and then everybody takes profit on your butt. We're at 36,000. 900 pretty much, and XRP is at 62.5 cents. Ain't nothing, Moon. Iron Man, not a damn thing. So they're having it every year rather than every 4 years. What? Frankie, what the hell is Nestor talking about? He said the halving is every year. That is halving is every year rather than every 4 years. They got a halving every year.
Yeah, so the miner, how much gets allocated to the miners gets cut down every year, until the max supply is distributed. So it's price
Lord. Guys,
appreciation.
It might be one of the greatest coins that I've missed, and whoever's got it, look. And I don't mean, look, guys, please don't take what I'm saying as financial advice and say, oh my God, let me look. I might just because I don't got any, I might add like a little bit just to say I got some, because I feel like a bowl of hot Chicago right now. So maybe I add $1,000 just to let it sit there, and if it goes down, oh well, who cares? I lost more than that. And then maybe if it goes down, maybe I add maybe some thousands of that. But right now, yeah, I think I might just buy 1,000 just so I don't feel like an idiot and get on here and say I don't got none. I'd rather say, I'm a dumbass. I bought the top. No, don't do that. Damn it, don't fool. See, this is 6.8. And that's can't get right 6.8 on that show. You have the little devil and the angel, the little devil 6.8Jay right here. Buy it. And the other one saying 6.8, you're live. Don't be an idiot and FOMO on live. Do it when you're off the air. Let me stop. Good Lord, I tell the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I after my original purchase, I definitely DCA'd in because it just never had a huge retracement again. Like it had a little retracement, so I'd buy, and then it just keeps moving, man.
Good God. Frankie, I don't even hear about your castle bags. You might just automatically get some static, and then you might go offline right now because I'm so damn mad I'm so damn mad I didn't hear. You might hear, and you're like, what happened to Frankie? Damn it, I'm mad because he told me to get it, and my son, and maybe my son won't get that new, not that new, but he won't get my, I feel like saying, son, you're not going to get my AMG convertible hardtop Mercedes on your 30th birthday, which is coming up in February, just unless you give me half your cash. Let me stop. Good Lord, that's blackmail. All right, guys, let's keep it going. Digital Asset Daily says, if the train has left the station, as Rosie Rio states, let's end the manipulation and price suppression and get the show on the road. I'm with you, Digital Asset. We got to be patient. It's not going to happen when we want to happen. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. If you guys get a chance, make sure you check out Molly Elmore. We're already over a damn hour, Frankie, just talking about mostly Caspa. Good Lord. Guys, check out all the stuff on Stephen Narrow. It's Sunday Fun Day. We're here to have fun, and my Sunday just wound up being a big regretful day for me, but that's okay. Gotta love it. I'm so happy that you guys are in it. I'm so happy that Frankie's in it and my son's in it. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so happy that my son is in it, and that because he took a beating on what was it? He took a beating on Luna.
Yeah.
That hurt my. It brought tears in my eyes, man. He took a beating, and it hurt me to my heart. And I told him, I said, son, daddy's got you. Don't worry about it. But that was devastating. So I can only imagine if he lost, I don't know what he had, like 40, 50 grand in it. I can only imagine what some other people lost. And that was big for my son, So, it's all good, Hollywood. Let's keep it going. Brad Garlandhouse has 589 people that he follow. I wonder why that is. 6.8Jay got the same damn thing. 589. Good Lord. Copycat. Don't copy. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Pray for me. Uh-oh, here we go right here. Look at this. See, I read Dr. Martin Heisbach has it right here. Top gainers. Casper. Damn it. It's like, it makes me mad. I can't just have my son call me out live. I don't know if I expected a 4,000% gain. And then Frankie Legend. Then I got the people from The Simpsons on here. And it's saying Casper, good Lord. I feel like that, you're in church and the pastor says something, you feel like they're talking to you. I feel like all these characters from The Simpsons looking at me like, you're a dumbass. All right, Casper right now is up 80.7%. Good Lord, XRP is below Casper, so is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Casper leading the way. Good Lord. It's like, it's bad that I'm trying to get away from that subject, Frankie, and go up, down my X, and then everything I look at got Casper on it. Damn it, that's not working. I don't know. Do not be fooled, Tony Crypto. I got a couple more things I want to say that I know I want to cover before we get out of here. Do not be fooled into thinking you will make it in the bull run if you just sit there and long a couple of altcoins. It says take a lot more than that. Picking the right altcoins like Casper, damn it, it's on the top of my tongue, I can't help myself. Emotional control, no FOMO, careful planning, words of advice from your brother, Six8Jay. And Tony said it too. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Look at this. This is funny. Have you seen that guy, Victor Wembanyama, or whatever, Wembanyama, something like that? Have you seen that guy?
Yeah, the basketball player.
Yeah, he's like 10'12" or something, 12'18". That dude is you. Look at him. This De'Aaron Fox is 6'3". I'm 6'8", so that means I would probably come to about right here. Isn't that ridiculous, bro? For him to be that tall over a guy who's 6'3". A 6'3" guy comes to his belly button. That's ridiculous. Good Lord. Good Lord.
That is one huge guy, man.
That is one huge brother. Let's keep it going. Your best teacher is your last mistake. What do you think about that, Frankie? Would you agree with that?
Oh man, that's something I live by. You know, I'm not perfect, and you don't have to be, but I think what separates people is just learning from their mistakes and creating a plan to avoid those mistakes in the future, right? And that's kind of what we talked about early in the show, with the last bull run.
You know what's making me so mad is, you know how something gets to you and then everything you see, even that damn message is making me feel bad about Casper. Your best teacher is your last mistake, not buying Casper. Damn it! Stop with these quotes that remind me of Casper. Let's keep it going. Oh my gosh. Motivational quotes. A reminder, sometimes plan B works out much better than your plan A ever could. Have you ever seen that as well, Frankie?
Right? Absolutely. Right? Because often our plan A is what we want, right? That's what we want, not necessarily what we need.
That's right.
Or what's best for us. It's always the want. So that's why plan B is always, it works out best for you.
I used to say this all the time when I said, plan A is a lot of times is when it's things that we do because our plans didn't work out, right? So, maybe responsibility came, we got some kids, we got married, whatever. So we're forced into a plan A. But typically what I've learned for almost every millionaire friend I have is that your plan B will set you free. Isn't that crazy? Your plan B will set you free. So what an amazing post that is that I retweeted there. Now this is crazy, Frank. We're having fun. So let's talk about this. It says fact. Yellow teeth are stronger. The natural color of your teeth is a light yellow color. Whitening your teeth can permanently weaken them. Now, why did I share this? Because I remember when we were in school, you had yellow teeth, man. You had everybody joking about you looked like you bit into a stick of butter, and I don't know about that one, Frankie. Yeah, that's just crazy. Just a crazy old thing. I don't know if I want to walk around with yellow teeth. What do you
I don't know either. I think I don't know about that. I need some more information.
Oh my gosh, huh? SEC Gary Gensler slammed for stating SEC doesn't prosecute honest businesses or business. What? So there's actually a link here. If you click this, he's getting slammed for making that statement. That's all he's done is gone after good actors. I mean, to be honest with you, every bad actor seems they gotten through and got caught later. Sam Bankman-Fried went through, no harm, got caught later. Was it Terra Luna Do Kwon? Same thing. Got all that money, got caught later. Why are you going after companies that are trying to get their good actors like Ripple, like Coinbase, like Library that you put out of business? I'm just saying that's kind of hardcore, Frankie. What do you think about that?
Where's all that fine money going? When they settle, you're talking about what they asked from Ripple. Was it 200 million?
Oh my God, something crazy like that for sure.
Like, where does that money go?
I have no idea. Hey, your thought is as good as mine. We have a philosophy for life says when you love someone, you love the person they are and not as you like them to be. Oh my goodness, Frankie, I know that hits home, huh? That hits home with everybody.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you love me for who I am. Don't try to change me. And that's what I love about my wife. She loves me for who I am. Good Lord. Every weight has a worth. Would you say that applies to crypto? That's why I shared it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the way, someone like me, right, can be profitable, or anyone, like, it's just having the patience, finding projects that you're certain in and being patient and waiting, because it's going to be worth it, right? Like, you sit on a project for 6 months or a year, 2 years, you wait for all this euphoria to come in, and everybody that doesn't know anything about crypto, they're going to be your exit liquidity just like we were for them at one point, you know?
Exactly. If you're not taking profits, someone's taking your money from you.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, make sure you guys also check us out tomorrow. We're going to be live at probably going back to noon. It's our show. We go live at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be called It's Coming, the Ultimate Bull Run with your boy James, a.k.a. Six8Jay. Got some thoughts on that. I think this next one, and me and Frankie Legend kind of talked about a little bit, it's going to be bigger than ever. But do me a favor. Go over to our X page. Show someone. You see how quick that was? Look at this. See how I hit that heart? See how I hit that heart? It's on, it's off. Hit the heart. Show your love. Retweet, comment, do something to show that you appreciate me. Let's not wait until we do the big Christmas giveaway before we get a whole bunch of people showing some love. So for those of you guys who are here, I appreciate you because there's no other family like you. We love you in a major way. With a created player on 2K, what? I dunked on him at open court. Oh, Iron Man's talking about, oh yeah, he looks like a cheat code, Iron Man, doesn't he? Victor Wembanyama, he looks like a damn cheat code. Like if you built, like on those games, you could build like the blue and red guy and give them all the skills. I don't know. I think it was like NBA. I don't know if it's NBA 2K where you could build the guy, the stick figures, and they got all the skills of like Jordan and LeBron. Yeah, he looks like a damn cheat code. I saw that guy. Somebody shot a three. No, he shot a three. He shot a three, and it bounced off the rim, and he ran in and dunked it in. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody's ever shot a damn three and went back and dunked it in, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's something else. He's a freak. He's the real freak. Yeah, not like, Giannis.
There's no quit in me. But if I had to guard that guy at 6'8", I'm like, Coach, sub me the hell out. Don't embarrass me. I'm not trying to get dunked on 15 times a game. Good Lord. Bitcoin for freedom. Guys, let's keep it going. What else we got here? We're at an hour, Frankie. There's a couple other things I want to share. Let me see if I can find those things before we get out of here.
Yeah, man. Take your time. I'm having a good time.
All right, man. I appreciate you being here, my brother. I like this whole thing with wisdom. Wisdom, there's a post here. If you click it, it's got like a little line on here. It says wisdom. Don't let the same dog bite you twice. Damn. That's true. And you know what that analogy is? If they get you once, shame on them. If they get you again, well, shame on you for letting it happen twice. And it's actually a thread, Frank. I'm going to go through and read all of them. That was number one. Number two is you lose value when you're too accessible. Ooh, I like that. You lose value when you're too accessible. I agree with that. And that's why a lot of times people don't, reach out to everybody that contacts them. For those of you guys that look at, like, let's say BitBoy or even CK, or a lot of those guys, they don't make themselves too accessible because it creates more value in who they are. I get it. I make myself accessible. I don't give a damn. I don't need the value. I just like keeping it 100. Your life isn't yours if you consistently care about what others think. Ooh, I like that one. I like that. Huh?
I love that one. I live by that motto.
Hey, that's bars, brother. That's bars. Number 4. Everyone wants to be your friend. Uh-oh. This is a good one. Everyone wants to be your friend, Frankie, when you have something they want. Damn if we haven't covered that.
Yep, it's true.
That's a big one, man. That's a damn big one. Number 5. Confidence comes from keeping the promise you made to yourself. Whoa. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's like working out and some other stuff. Number 6. Is that number 6? Yeah, number 6. Your degree is just a piece of paper. Your education is seen in your behavior, attitude, and character. Damn, that's bars.
Yep. And we're educating ourselves about crypto,
Isn't that kind of like when someone says, money will only magnify who you are? So if you're an amazing dude, amazing lady, you're going to be amazing when you get all that money. I agree with that.
I agree.
I agree with that. Number 7, take the risk. If you win, you'll be happy. If you lose, you'll be wiser. Damn. I love that.
I agree.
I love that. Yeah. I love that one. That's a good one, man. All these are good. Number 8, never let anyone know what you're thinking. Damn. That's crazy. There's some truth to that, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe not let everyone know everything you're thinking. Maybe that's a better way to say it, right?
Yeah, I would just say, have your like you're talking about your friend John, he had that vision board, right? And then you have like your affirmations. I'm going to be this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. You keep it to yourself. You don't tell everyone because not everyone wants you to succeed. They're going to give you that evil eye and like, no.
Bars.
I'm not going to do it.
Bars. We're going to end it right after this. We got a couple more, I think. This one right here, Frankie, is crazy. Be careful who you call your friends. Watch this. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So basically he's saying I'd rather have 4 quarters in my circle for $1 than have 100 pennies, because of that many people, man, you don't know who's out to get. Oh, that's deep. You know, so funny. That's how me and Jeanette lives. Me and Jeanette live exactly that way. We got quarters, not pennies. You have to, man. I'm telling you, you have to. And I don't mean to be funny, man, but when you win, dude, I'm not even. I don't even want to talk about it. I mean, you'd be shocked of celebrities. If I told you how many celebrities, professional athletes, they're probably not going to watch my show, and I'm not saying no names. They call me on a. It used to be a lot until I got good at saying, "I'm sorry, man," right? But a lot. When you make it, everybody got their hands out, man. It's just nuts. I can't even say how true that is. Number 10. First thing you got to understand is nobody feels sorry for you, and what? No one feels sorry for you, and nobody ever will. Okay, I got it. I don't know why I got caught up on that one. First thing you got to understand is nobody feels sorry for you, and nobody ever will. That's a good one as well. Number 11. I think there's only 12. Your biggest supporter is a stranger, and your biggest hater is someone you know. Well, oh my goodness, sheesh, wow. Now, Frankie, I think there's only one more after that, right? There's only one more. So with that one there, I want you to make a comment because when I said that, like you can read some of these, and you're like, okay, I can kind of agree. This one right here, your biggest supporter is a stranger.
Yeah.
And your biggest hater is someone you know well. Damn. If my wife, look, I just looked at this damn screen and my wife said facts. She's lived it. I can't tell you. I want your response, but I'm gonna tell you something. I said this before. I can't tell you how many people have hated on me and my wife at the top. People who should have been supportive, people who we made a lot of money for, people who we brought into our businesses and gave them percentages, and then when they saw a big deal with Apple, went out and sued us. I can't tell you how true this is. I can't tell you, bro, how true this is. The people who stole from me the most, family. The people who've said more crap behind my back, family. The people who've hated on my kids the most, family. And you know what I told my kids to do? Me and my wife were just talking about this the other day. Go out and win. Even when they were young, Frankie, I taught them a mindset of winning. I said if average and excellent is an opportunity, if average and excellence, if you have a choice between average and excellent, why in the hell would you ever choose average? Right? And we would have these talks about people hating them. I said, baby, just go out there and win. All my kids, just go out there and win. Just go out there and win. And as we look up and our kids win, me and my wife just sat down with coffee like the other morning and talked about what we've instilled in our kids and how true it is. And the same people who hated on them, are losing compared to what they're doing. It's not a competition, but it's facts. Haters will hate. It is nothing you can do with that. Success is the only thing that you can do to make haters suffer, right? I want you to go ahead and, that's a big one, Frankie. Go ahead and make a comment. I'm going to read it one more time before you can make a comment. Your biggest supporter is a stranger, and your biggest hater is someone you know well. Go ahead, Frankie. I think you're on mute, Frankie. I think you're on mute, brother. I think you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, go ahead.
I was saying, the community you built here, a lot of people, I don't know them personally, aside from you and Jeanette, right? And, we all have this common interest. They're all excited about everybody's success. And like I said, I mean, I didn't have a mentor last bull run. I was searching YouTube. I didn't really know that you were into crypto the way you were. We didn't never talk about that. I never talked about it with Jeanette. So it was that's something you all had going on. But I was excited about it. Right. And you find commonalities and interests in these things, and you kind of embrace other people through their excitement and their joy of this technology. Right. But going back to the hater part, that's always going to be there. People, not everybody's happy. Yeah. Not everybody's happy with themselves, their job, their situation. I get that. So I don't really take it too personal, even though it can hurt you, right? Because obviously if it's a friend or family member that doesn't celebrate your success, whatever it is, whether it's getting the best shape of your life, whether it's being financially successful, the type of father you are, the type of uncle you are or son, you're not always going to get that pat in the back, and you can't expect that in your life. You just got to move on and do what you got to do. As a person, be the best person you can be the best version of yourself is all that you can ever hope to accomplish, right? Because you can't be anybody else. You can be you. Be the best version of yourself. Constantly be able, be agile, adapt, educate yourself, and learn from your mistakes. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world to be successful or rich. Be resilient. Be open to criticism. You will outwork somebody that's smart, because oftentimes I've met a lot of smart people,
Right.
especially in my industry. There's people that are smarter than me, they're more articulate than me.
Right.
But sometimes what they do is they look for the shortcut because they know they're intelligent. How can I get out of this work rather than being better at this work?
Yeah, and it's
Right?
funny. It's funny because I said my wife. She said people will support a stranger versus someone close to them, and it's amazing, man. Because it's look, if I had to sit here and name all the reasons my wife is amazing, and I know you guys probably saying whatever, but when you're in love with someone, you're in love with someone. But if I had to name one thing, I mean all the things, I'd be here probably till tonight on doing a live stream. But I remember in so many situations I've gone through. That they really weighed on me because it's hard. You can't say they don't affect you when you're a people lover, when you love people and you love helping people. And my wife has watched me go through some things where people have hated on us after me giving my heart and soul to people. And I remember times where she's broken down and just cried, man. And I was like, "What's wrong?" And she goes, "It just breaks my heart how people treat you sometimes." And sometimes that's the double-edged sword, Frankie. Is you give, you love. You try to do right by, I'll give a prime example, and I'm only going to give this example because of everyone here that, sometimes you can't give an example of people that, stories that people don't know, but I'll give you a story that we all know. When I was co-hosting, on a different channel, I went into that co-host with a pure heart. That person, I'm not going to name that person because I don't want, everyone knows who I'm talking about, right? But it's just an example. It's not a hater. I appreciate the brother and all that stuff. But I went into that situation with an open heart. I went into that situation offering all my celebrity connections. I gave, thousands of dollars away on that show. I did all these things. And sometimes people see your kindness as weakness, or they'll see your strength as a threat. And it's like, I'm not, I want to make you better. I want to be, let me just somehow enhance. But it's funny because sometimes what we don't realize, and I'm using this as an example, sometimes we don't realize that God didn't want us in a position with that person that was actually going wrong, and we can't understand. We didn't really do anything wrong. It wasn't meant for you to be in that position with that person. You would have had more damage happen. And that's when I look at that particular situation. I would have had more damage because there's so many questions surrounding maybe that person's integrity or things that person's done. And that's what a person, I think it was Iron Man, who's here with me today, Anthony, had told me. He said, "Man, Jay, I didn't see it working." And not this is not going against Iron Man or saying anything that we talk about, because I'm not going to say in person, but I think it was him and others who said, "Man, you're too good for that position. You're too big for it." And I think, and again, I never try to get spiritual or never get political because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I thank God I didn't get into that situation, even more so because it wasn't meant to be. And I knew, and I didn't know that at the time because I just had a big old heart. But it's one of many examples where people just, you go in with a pure heart, Frankie, and I'm sure and I'm gonna let you comment on this. You try to do the right thing because you love people. You know what it is? I loved everybody that's here. I love those people. I love my family, my Crypto4Life family, my Shane Sullivan, my brother, a Big Watch Dude, my sister Liz. Shane, you think, did I get paid to give away crypto? Did I get paid to give away the things I was giving away? I did it because I love people. And this is not something that came off my tongue because I was trying to get on somebody's show. If you go back and look at my social media, you've known me for the 15 years that I've been with my wife. If you go to my social, Frankie, we've been doing this crap forever, bro. I've been traveling the world doing this forever, and years before I met her. So it's just crazy how some people can't appreciate your heart, your spirit, what you stand for, and how you're trying to help them because it wasn't meant to be. And so, Frankie, I want you, and I just brought that example up because I know people here know the situation I'm talking about. And again, I always send love to the brother. I always send love because sometimes you just got to embrace and love your haters, man, regardless of what it is. You got to love them too. But I love my family even more. And that just one of the things, I don't got time. When I found out that hate and stress and resentment only ages you and makes you sick. So, Frankie, go ahead and make a comment on that. I'm going to read some of the comments here.
Yeah, I mean, like I was mentioning, people that are jealous or are hating on your success or anything like that, or anything you got. I mean, it could be the smallest. It could be your vehicle. It could be where you live.
Yep.
I just choose not to go down that path. I'm always rooting for anything.
Oh crap! I'm sorry, babe. I just saw your text. Oh, let's go ahead, Frankie. The installing needs my help. Go ahead, Frankie. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying,
Shoot.
at the end of the day, it's much better for your heart and, like you said, your health, to just wish the best for people. And if they're not in your corner, don't let that affect you emotionally. Don't let that stress you out, because it can, right? It's how you feel definitely has an effect on your heart or on your health. Sorry.
Let me explain to you something. I'm gonna end this on this because I got to go. The guys waiting for me. My wife is here. My wife sees my heart and me. Some of the conversations. Some people will have, and I want to say this while she's on here because sometimes I know she's here and sometimes she's not. We've had conversations about what we want to do for our kids, right? When all this plays out. We've had conversation what we want to do for our grandkids. I mean, me and my wife's life is amazing right now, right? Individually, right? But we also talk about doing for others. We also talked about giving away money at a white elephant game. Giving away $250,000, giving away doing stuff special for the Crypto4Life family. Those are the things that we talk about when no one's watching. Those are the things that we talk about when the camera is off. And that just really defines who we are as people. I've been in love with people most of my life. My wife met me traveling the world, been on stage. She's gone and been in the audience watching me talk in front of thousands of people. This is not new, guys. This is not new for me. And I'm not saying it to impress you. I'm saying it that just be careful. I'm not saying just follow. There's a lot of great influencers out there. There's a lot of great personalities out there that I even love. This is nothing but a warning. Be careful who you put your heart and soul into or your trust into. Let me also say how much I appreciate you, Frankie, how much I appreciate the Crypto4Life family, how much you guys embrace me and my wife, and know that I do this every single day. I don't make money. It's not about money. And when I do get money, if there's somebody out there that's not winning, it's my job as your brother, it's my job as your friend to make sure I do everything I can do to help you win. With that being said, Frankie, hey, brother, I love you. Thank you so much for being on here. Say what's up to the family and the girls, the kiddos. Shouts out from my beautiful wife. My wife says, yes, it does. Stress kills. You better damn believe it, honey. But you know what? Oh, gosh, we got a great family, man. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Frankie, any last words before we take off?
No, man, thank you for having me on. It's been a great show. I think I loved what we talked about and discussed, and I think it'll help people. I know it helped me. So appreciate what you do, Jay, and everyone here that you're helping. It's guidance I wish I would have had. So
hey, man, you got it. We're family. I appreciate you, and make sure you guys start getting plans to come out to Vegas, guys. If you want to come on the show, if you want to be a part of these conversations, not only do we have Crypto4Life, I also have the Standard with Edo Farina, where we're going to be doing some incredible interviews. We've already done a couple. We got more coming up. I'll be live tomorrow talking about, I can't remember the subject. I believe it was the next bull run is going to be huge or something like that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being our biggest supporter. And you know what? Even though we're an hour and 30 minutes and I got a guy waiting, I cannot leave here without first saying what's up and shouts out and love to my family. Liz Herrera, thank you so much, my sister. Big Watch Dude, my beautiful Queen Jeanette, thank you so much for being everything and then some. Always One Away, my man Pots and Pans, Shane Sullivan. We got, let's see what else we have here. We got Frankie Legend in the house. Thank you, my brother, for being a guest. Big Watch Dude. We got Anthony Wanner. We've got Mr. XRP Me. We've got, let's see, who else is here? I got to get out of here. Iron Man, my brother from another mother. Love that dude. That's my dude. Shouts out to JC, who's not here. Shouts out to everybody else who's not here. Bullish, Kenny G, CKez. I don't see your names, but I know you guys out there. Nest Force. Who else? Who am I missing anybody? If you can think of some names, shout them out off the top of the head there. Let's see, who else? Crypto Tells, my brother. I play your music each and every day. Beekeeper69. Shouts out to Griff. Shouts out to Bubba. Shouts out to, I think I saw Tony Bags on here. Shouts out to anybody that I'm missing. And my apologies if I didn't get you. I think anybody you can think of, Frankie, that we didn't shout out that's part of the family.
I think we got everybody. Yeah, I appreciate all their support. It's good to see those comments, and I think some of the things we talked about, I think are really resonated with some of the people in the chat.
I know, I agree with that. Big Bro 10, Big Watch Dude, Big Bro 10. I didn't forget about you. See, I was gonna scroll up some more. I never forget my family. Guys, I got to get out of here. I feel bad. I got a guy downstairs I got to pay and help him finish up here. So, oh, guys, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Frankie Legend, you are a legend, my brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate
much
you,
love, man.
Much love, my brother. Guys, that's my man, Frankie Legend. Appreciate you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you guys mañana, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's your boy James, a.k.a. Six8Jay. Much love to my queen. The Raiders. I don't know. Cowboys. I always got to shout out my wife's family, my wife's team. Much love. See you guys soon. Peace.